Hi, in this video we will solve another set of questions from the topic percentages. First one, the proportion of Suresh spending to saving is 3:1. Spending means here expenditure. Expenditure to saving ratio is given as 3:1. Expenditure to saving ratio is given as 3:1. So what is income here? Income is expenditure plus savings. It is 4 units. Okay. His salary rises by 25%. What percentage of his expenditure will increase if his savings grow by 10%? See, if the savings grow by 10% and his salary rises by 25%. Okay. The salary rises by 25% and what percentage of his expenditure will increase? Expenditure will increase by how much percentage? This is what asked. So here we will assume the income as 400 rupees and the expenditure as 300 and savings as 100. Expenditure is 300 and savings as 100. We are just multiplying 100 to each of these units. So here income is increased by 25%. 25% means it is 1/4. If the income is increased by 1/4, 1/4 of 400 is what? It is 100. If the income is increased by 100, the new income will be 400 plus 100. It is 500. And if the savings is increased by 10%, 10% of 100 is what? It is 10. If the new savings will be 100 plus 10, it is 110. So what will be the expenditure? Expenditure will be 500 minus 110. It is 390. Okay. The new expenditure is 390. The old expenditure is 300. What is the percentage increase? So the percentage increase is equal to new expenditure. It is 390 minus old expenditure. It is 300 divided by old expenditure into 100. So here if you simplify, you will get 90 divided by 3, it is 30%. Fourth option. Next one, P and Q are two fixed points 10 centimeter apart and R is a point on PQ such that PR is equal to 6 centimeters. Here P and Q are two fixed points and they are 10 centimeters apart. Okay, so the distance between P and Q is 10 centimeters and R is a point on PQ such that PR is equal to 6 centimeters. PR is 6. So what is QR? QR will be 10 minus 6. It is 4 centimeters. Okay. By what percentage is the length of QR? QR will be decreased when the length of PR is increased by 5%. See here PR is increased by 5%. Okay. So what is the percentage of QR that is decreased? So here we have to note that PQ is same. PQ is same in both the cases when PR is 6 centimeters and when it is increased by 5%. So if it is increased by 5%, how much it is increased? See 100% is 6. 10% is what? It is 0.6. And 5% is what? 5% is 0.3. So PR is increased by 0.3. So it is 6.3 centimeters. PR is 6.3 centimeters. And QR is what? QR is 4 minus 0.3. Here it is increased by 0.3. So here it will decrease by 0.3. So it is 4 minus 0.3. It is 3.7. So how much percentage QR is reduced? So percentage reduced is equal to difference of QR value. Initially it was 4 centimeters minus the new QR value is 3.7 divided by old QR value, it is 4 into 100. It is 0.3 by 4 into 100. It is 30 by 4. It is 15 by 2 and it is 7.5%. Third option. Next one, Kalyan spends 80% of his income. His income increases by 15% and his expenditure also increases by 5%. The percentage of increase in his savings is what? So here we will assume the income as 100. Income as 100 and 80% is the expenditure. He spends 80%. That means expenditure is 80% of income. 80% of 100 is what? It is 80. And what is the savings? Savings is equal to income minus expenditure. It is 100 minus 80. It is 20. If his income increases by 15%, if his income increases by 15%, so here 15% of 100 is 15. So here 100 plus 15. New income is 115 and his expenditure also increases by 5%. Expenditure is increased by 5%. That means how much? See, 10% is 8 and 5% is 4. So it is increased by 4. It is 80 plus 4, 84. And what are the new savings? It is income minus expenditure. It is 115 minus 84. It is 31. 31 rupees is the new savings. The old savings are 20. What is the percentage of increase in his savings? So what is the percentage increase? Percentage increase is equal to new savings. It is 31 minus old savings 20 divided by old savings into 100. 20 into 5 is 100. So here 11 into 5 it is 55%. Third option. Next one. Two candidates contested in an election. 80% of the voters cast their votes. So here we will assume the total number of votes are 100. And here 80% cast their votes. So here 80% of 100 is 80. 80 people cast their votes and out of which 5% of the polled votes were invalid. 5% were invalid. So what are the valid number of votes? Here 5% means what? See, 10% is 8 and 5% is 4. So here 4 are invalid votes. And what are the valid votes? It is 80 minus 4, 76. 76 are the valid votes. Okay. The winning candidate got 70% of the valid votes. See, out of the 76, the winning candidate got 70%. Okay. And out of the 76, the losing candidate got how much? It is 100 minus 70. It is 30%. Okay. This is the winning candidate got and this is the losing candidate got. And the winning candidate won by a majority of 36,480 votes. So this winning candidate got how many more votes? 40% more votes. Okay. So this 40% is equal to 36,480. So here we have 40%. 40% of 76. 40% of 76 is equal to 36480. Find the total number of votes. So here we have to find what is 100. So we have to simplify this one. It is 40 divided by 100 into 76 is equal to 36,480. If you simplify, it is 4 into 9120. Okay. 76 into 120. So here 1 unit is what? 1 unit is 120 into 10. It is 1200. So what is 100 units here? This is 100 units. 100 units is equal to 1200 and 00. It is 1,20,000. Third option. Next one. In a company, all employees are getting equal wages. If the number of employees is increased by 20% and their wages per head are decreased by 18%, what is the percentage decrease in total wages? See here, the number of employees is increased by 20%. Okay, and the wages per head are decreased by 18%. We have to find what is the percentage decrease in the total wages. Here we have the formula that we discussed in the previous video. It is plus or minus A plus or minus B plus of plus or minus A into plus or minus B divided by 100. This is the net percentage change. Okay. See here A is what? A is plus 20. A is plus 20 and B is minus 18. Minus 18 plus of 20 into minus 18 divided by 100. 20 into 5 here. 5 into minus 3.6. It is 2 minus 3.6. It is minus 1.6. It is minus 1.6 percentage. Decrease in total wages is minus 1.6%. Or we can do this in another method also. See here we will assume the number of total wages. Total wages is 100. If the employees is increased by 20%, if it is increased by 20%, it is 100 plus 20, 120%. Okay. This will be 120%. And again, it is decreased by 18%. The wages are decreased by 18%. So it is 120 into 100 minus 18. It is 82 divided by 100. If you simplify this, you will get 984 divided by 10. It is 98.4. See, initial wages it was 100 and later it was 98.4. So what is the percentage decrease? Percentage decrease is 100 minus 98.4. It is 1.6%. Okay. Next one. A number is first increased by 12% and then increased by 23%. See, a number is increased by 12% and then increased by 23%. The number so obtained is now decreased by 34%. Okay, what is the net increase or decrease in the original number? We have to find the net increase or decrease when these three changes happen. Okay, so what do we do here? If two percentages are given, we can use the formula that is plus or minus A plus or minus B plus or minus A into plus or minus B divided by 100. Okay, so we will use the same formula for the first two percentages. Okay, what do we get here? What do we get here? Plus 12 plus 23 plus 12 into 23 divided by 100. It is 35 plus 12 into 23 is what? 3 into 2, 6. 3 plus 4, 7. It is 276 by 100. It is 2.76. It is 37.76. So we will round off this one. It is 38. So this is the obtained percentage for the first two percentage changes. Okay. And we will take this one 38% and the third percentage change. It is minus 34%. We will apply the same formula. It is 38 minus 34 plus 38 into minus 34 divided by 100. It is 4 minus 38 into 34 is what? 8 into 4, 32. 12 plus 24, 36 plus 3, 39. 9 plus 3, 12. Okay, it is 12.92. 4 minus 12.92, it is minus 8.92. If you round off, it will be minus 9%. So it is 9% decrease. Third option. Next one. In an election between two candidates, P and Q, P got 78% of the total valid votes. See here, P got 78% of the total valid votes. If the total votes of the electorate were 75,60,000. These are the total number of votes. Okay. Then what was the number of valid votes that Q got? How many votes did Q got? If 10% of the voters did not cast their votes, if 10% did not cast their votes and 15% of the votes polled were declared invalid. Okay. So here 90% of this 75,60,000 cast their votes. And from this 90%, 15% were declared invalid. So the remaining percentage of votes that are valid is 85%. Okay. From this 85%, P got 78% and Q got how much? Q got 100 minus 78. It is 22%. So how many votes did Q get? We will solve this. Q got 22%. 22% of 85%. Of 85% of this 75,60,000. Okay. If you simplify, you will get the answer here. It is 22 into 85 into 756. I think the answer is 1,41,372. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.